Hello YouTube, welcome to my first tutorial on the Python series. If you don't know what Python is a programming language that is used to program. Also used in NASA, Google, Instagram, and many other applications that you probably use every day. So now first to get started with Python, you want to open up your web browser, go to Python and download the 3 version. There's 2 versions. 3 is a little more newer than the 2.7, depending on your preferences and depending on what operating system you want to use. I suggest 3 because it's more newer. And let you know if you did have Python 2 before but didn't have Python 3, some codes for Python 2 might not work in Python 3. But if you've never used this before and you're just now learning, I'd get to 3. I've already installed it, so I don't need to reinstall it, but if you want, just download it, click on it when it's done, run, install it, and it'll bring up a window to ask if you want to add it to the path. Say yes, and just proceed. Next, you want to download Notepad++. Notepad is a text editor which you can use to run programs and create more lines than you would in just a command prompt. Alright, so once you've done those 2 steps and you're ready to try your first program, what you want to do is you want to open up your command prompt, and to make sure Python is installed correctly, you want to type in Python right there in the beginning. Click it and it should tell you the version of Python you have. Like type help, copyrights, credits, license for more information if you need help with anything. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to print our first application, Hello World. It gives the programmer a little luck. Most people say doesn't really matter, I guess, because it's going to work. So you just want to type in print, parentheses, quotation marks, hello world. Just like this, tap enter. This should be the result you get is a hello world application. So once you've done that, kind of got the basics of downloading Python and using it in the control, in the command prompt. So now what you want to do is you want to exit out of it, and you'll come back to this. So now what we want to do is we want to use Notepad++ to insert variables, add text, and create longer scripts of code. So to do that, you download Notepad, just go through the installation, download it, create a shortcut, and you'll be ready to go. Next, just click on it, open it up, the changelog will pop up. This is bug fix and enhancements that they've made. You just want to go to File, or you can just go here to the New, click New, and this right here, this number sign means you're creating a comment. So this one we'll call var, short for variables. Don't really want to spell it all the way out because it's a lot of my time. I mean, I have all the time in the world. I mean, making YouTube videos, so but I'll just leave it like that. Alright, so to create a variable, you want to use any variable, anything you want to use. It can be anything, but it has to start with letters and there cannot be spaces. So like say you can't be like 1 HE equals something, because that won't work. But you can do the as a variable, and then if you want to use more than one word as a variable, so say more than one, you just type in more underscore than underscore 1 and set it equal to whatever variable you want. In this case, just for beginners, I'm going to use simple variables such as x and y. So I'm going to set x equal to 1 and y equal to 2. So right now we've just created two variables, basic variables, just with two simple numbers. Now, to get the output of these variables, we have to combine them into another variable that will give us the output of those two variables together. Easiest way to do this is create a sum variable. So sum is equal to parentheses x plus y and close it up. Next, you want to print the variable you just created for these two, so the sum variable you're going to want to print. So all you're going to do is type in print sum, just like that. And now all you want to do is go to File, Save As. Now, you might want to create a folder for this. I already have a folder in Python for one of my other tutorials I was doing. You want to do it like that. Name it whatever you want. I'm going to name it, let's see, I'll name it add. But then you have to add the extension file of py so the computer notifies that it is a Python program. And so when you type it into the command prompt, it will understand that it is a Python program and will run it as a Python program. So you want to save it, and then once you save it, you'll start getting color in your text that just notifies that the text editor you're using is compatible and able to read the script or programming language you're using, such as like Python. So once we've done that, we can open up the command prompt again. Let me just open this. And now, since we're back on this, we can't just type in Python add.py. It will say file cannot open, no such file or directory. So the way we have to do this to open it is we have to change the directory. And if you don't know where your file is, just open up the File Explorer, look wherever your file is. So Python, it's right here. I mean, mine, I guess, is on the desktop. I thought I saved it to the file, but I guess not. So you want to click up here and click. Here, I'm going to add this to here. Make it a lot simpler for you. Add it here, click, and I use Control C and Control V for pasting and copying. So once you've done that, you want to put in CD for change directory, and then you want to paste what you just copied. And now this will bring us to this directory where we can now put in add.py and run the program, and we should get an output of the two variables that we set. So as of right now, this is the basic tutorial of running a program, understanding a little bit about variables. We'll get into more detail and probably the second tutorial, and then somewhere in the second tutorial, maybe third, we'll get more into like a list and if and else statements and else statements. So stay tuned and check out my YouTube channel. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you really like the video. I hope this helped, and